Hi, Amy.
Hi.
We miss you. We miss you. So, anyways, we're going to go over your artifacts right now, and we'll show you what they are. And we might be processing them out loud. We will be processing them out loud, and we'll use the standard paper too. Okay? So there might be some pausing, and I'm just going to read what it says here. The first activity I wanted to share is a writing lesson of animals in winter. This is our current writing activity. Picture A shows an example of the beginning of the writing activity. I made worksheets for 22 animals, so each student could have their own.
She made that? Yeah, that's really cool.
Yes, it took a long time. Yes, it did take a long time. And it's really cool. They
Wow.
met up with their third grade buddies and worked on this during their time with them. Picture B, okay, we're going to B, shows an example of completed student work. We had them write fun facts about the animal on the back of the sheet, not pictured. If I were to use these worksheets, I would add a dedicated space for that on the front. Picture C shows an example of the final step in the writing process we will do and create on the transferring of answers back into the completed detailed sentences and then create a classroom book. So, Amy, what we're going to do is look at these for a few moments. So obviously
Which
this
one's
is
the
a
one that's collaboration?
yeah, okay, collaboration, good. So here we go. So collaboration 8, maybe. Let's go. We're going to write on these two, Amy, and I'll get them back to you. It's instructional. Okay.
She emailed these to you and you printed them?
Pardon me?
How did you get these?
She sent here they go. She sent them to me and I printed them.
Yeah.
Yep. So we were just talking about collaboration, Amy. So that would be 10. So if we looked at these together, and if you were explaining them in sequence, let's say, I'm just for now going to put 10 on each one. You know, obviously, you're involved in instruction. Animals in winter. I'm looking at that, and it says C shows an example of final step in the writing process. So that's instruction, and instruction is 7. So yeah, we're doing that. And what else are some of the? I really like the way that you wrote something up because it gives us some words to look at. So the reading buddies, yeah.
Would it be 3 because they're working with buddies? Like
Working with
positive
buddies,
social
yeah,
interaction. Understands the importance of creating positive learning.
And I really like the way that Heather started reading that because it's getting us to understand the standards a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay. And then another part for me is assessment, especially the field mouse, A. And I really appreciate you having the A. Now I'm looking at it too on the artifact because I can easily look at the A as you've explained it on the paper. So we noted that. So already, just to share with you, each one of these papers, we have 3, 6, 7, and 10 as standards. And I think that you did reflect because you said in picture B that you would revise the worksheet and add a dedicated space for it on the front. But I'm going to leave that reflection for another time probably. Yeah, we'll see if we, okay. So we're going to take these 3.
I'm just trying to pull up standards.
Okay, yeah. All right, so then we're looking at your next group. And what we talked about, Amy, is probably doing this for 15 minutes. The next example, I have finished writing activity. We worked on how-to writing, starting with everyone in the class writing a how-to make a paper snowflake. Picture A shows the summary of the writing process we followed. So that would be instruction. Which one's that? 7? Yep, 8. Okay. So, yeah, 8. Sorry. Picture a summary of the writing process that we followed. This took a week. I would teach a step by step every day, and the kids would work at their own pace. Differentiation.
Is differentiation one?
Learning.
Learning differences?
This is more sometimes behavior, identify resources to support more informational support. Could be 2.
I don't think there's one that's
Yeah, there
specific.
is. Yeah,
Oh, it is?
there
Okay.
is. Yeah. I think it might be 3.
Okay, got it.
Active, engaged. Can we know the importance of motivating learners? No. Okay, we'll find that differentiation later.
Is it learner
Isn't it number
development?
2, learning differences?
Okay.
Yeah, learning
Let's
differences.
stick with. Okay, yeah.
It says candidates differentiate instruction.
There we go. There's that word we're looking for. Looking for the word differentiation, Amy. Some kept up with the instruction while others needed a little more help. The chart and thorough direction helped them maintain independence throughout this lesson. They enjoyed it. It's pretty straightforward, but the partners' share was a step where they could read their draft to a classmate and have them try and make the snowflake. This showed the student what their writing was missing. Okay, so let's just go through the standards again, probably one by one. Learner development. Learner development would be 1, so standard 1. And we had 2. Learning environments. Learning environments to me it's engagement, but it's also the social interaction piece. So whenever we see pair share or something like that, that is the learner environment. You know, okay. And this is more individual. Partner share. We could have that. We could have that as a 3. Whoops, sorry. Content knowledge. I don't think we need that for here. Innovation. This is going to be. I think what we'll do with 5, everyone, is we might not even touch on it today,
Okay.
even if it's there, but we'll look for it in some others.
Okay.
All right. So 5 is innovation applications of content. Assessment. Assessments here, because this showed the student what their writing was missing.
Yep.
So that's more like a formative assessment. Planning for instruction. I'm going to leave that one for now. Instructional strategies, reflection and continuous growth. I think you've reflected on this one as well.
This is a good instructional strategy.
And, okay, no technology. All right.
Isn't this, wouldn't you say this is instructional strategies?
Instructional
too?
strategies, yeah. Teachers understand use a variety of instructional strategies
We
to
already put 8.
encourage learners.
Oh.
Yeah. No, that's good. Reading it
Somehow
is-
got out of
is really
order.
good.
I know.
Okay.
Well,
So then we're looking at 2, picture 1 and 2. Okay, B1 and 2, sorry. Show an example of student work for step 2, writing template. These are awesome, Amy, by the way. You're spot on with this stuff. I will refer them to them as student A. Student A is on grade level in all subjects. They put a lot of effort into the neatness of their work. They always complete their work.
cut the paper in shapes.
Shops.
Yeah.
Cut
So this is
it.
development.
Every way you want. Then look at it. Will look beautiful.
I mean, this
Beautiful.
This would all be the same standards, right? It's the same
Yeah,
activity.
pretty much. Pretty
so we
much.
can probably just keep following
Yeah.
the same one.
Yeah. There's no collaboration on this though, so collaboration would not be one.
I don't think this one is.
It's the same
Fold,
activity, isn't it?
uh,
It's just her showing it now.
Chakra
Right.
paper
Oops, I had to
into
make
a
it work.
triangle.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Yeah.
fold it one time. What do you think that word is though?
Fold the
Chakra.
snow. Oh, it's not snowflake.
Scarar.
I don't know, Amy.
The
You'll have to
something
tell
paper.
us. You'll have to tell us, Amy, what the fold the something paper is. Okay.
Can you see it?
Okay. SCKRAWR. We haven't figured
Chakra.
out the chakra
Oh,
paper.
chakra paper. The
Okay.
stacker.
I'm gonna
Stack of-
stay here all night now thinking about it. What is this word? All right.
Scarar.
So why don't we write same? We're going to write on B1 and B2 same as A, same standards as A. And then C1. I'm just going to read here. C1 and 2 show another sample of student work. This would be student B. Student B is on grade level and all subjects are more likely to rush through the work, which reflects the neatness of their writing. They always complete their work.
Back table and start cutting.
Mm,
Fold in triangle.
Yeah.
Fold, cut. Fold more, then cut. Cut some
Good.
more. unfold, see it.
Oh, that's so cool. That's cool. Okay, and we'll do the same.
Are we
I
ready?
think?
Yeah, it's
Same
all
as
the
A?
same.
Yeah,
It's so cute.
and this is 2, so this would be the same.
And honestly, it doesn't
Yeah.
look that different than some of my students. Right?
Yeah, that's sad.
I wish I were kidding. I wish.
Oh, this is so cool.
How to
All right.
writing a snowflake.
So D1 and D2 show an example of students A finished booklet, and E and 1 show an example of student B's finished booklet. Oh my gosh! So talk about. Okay, so that means we have 2 booklets. Okay, there's 1 booklet.
Make a
And-
snowflake.
Here's another booklet. All right, there. So,
This one's your book.
Oh, thanks.
all
one's
right,
mine.
so let's see what we can
I drew a
glean out
You
of
need
these.
scissors and paper. Fold in triangle.
That's what I thought.
Paper
triangle.
and
Look at the
scissors
picture.
and a pencil to write your name.
Oh,
Get your
good.
paper and fold it in a triangle.
Cool.
I love it.
cool. So what are we seeing out of these as we're looking? So Amy, what we're looking at
Adorableness.
obviously is D1 and D2, and what I see, I guess, is instructional strategies, because you've done that. You've also, because you've had to know where development of students are as well. So that would be another one. Yeah. And then assessment, it's done.
Is that 8?
So
What's assessment?
oh, it's way back there. Way back there.
Not long.
All right. We're looking for assessment. Amy. There we go.
6.
6. Oh, seems like it should be after. You think instruction? Anyways.
It's fine.
Okay. So, learning environments, collaborating, understand the importance of creating. I don't think that is it. Content knowledge. The teacher understands essential concepts, tools of inquiry, but that's not content. I mean, you could say snowflake, but it's not content. It's more direction. So,
And you said we're skipping 5,
yeah,
right?
we're skipping 5.
We already did
That's
6.
assessment.
We did 7.
Yeah.
Instructional strategies.
Yeah. Don't know if instructional strategies would be on that as much.
We didn't really collaborate,
Collaboration.
right?
It's just examples. So I think we're good. I think we're good now.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Did we do
good.
the differentiating one? Because not only are they explaining by writing, but if they're not a good writer, they can explain it through their drawing.
Good, good job.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
job.
yeah,
Like
good.
that.
So
Like
what
that.
if-
So
that was
Amy,
2, right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
Amy, what was wonderfully brought up by your colleague Michaela is that when you look at the book, the pictures are there, so it's a differentiation piece.
I'm copying this.
Yeah.
right?
Oh
Okay.
yeah. No. It's fine.
We'll put this one longer.
We were going to take 15 minutes, Amy, for each person. So you have, for now anyways, so you have 2 minutes left.
We gotta go.
So we're going to move quickly. The last examples are The last examples are writing activity I created to go along with the science unit. So now we're talking content, right? Picture A shows an example of student work. This is a photocopy. The original work is in color and cut out the edges. Okay. Picture B shows the huge bulletin board I put up in the space unit. Oh, nice.
Wow, that's really cool.
All of the plants are scaled in size to distance from each other. The writing
What?
activity, so Mars is X size to Jupiter,
where's
and
that?
she
Like my
scaled
school.
it to that.
Those fools.
All of the plants are
Look how big the
scaled.
sun is.
The writing activity in picture A was cut
Oh,
out from the student work, was placed around the bulletin board to look like they were flying through space. So cool.
Oh.
Aw. Sadly, I did not take a picture of the board with the student work on there. Darn. Okay, but that's good. We have what we have, so we're happy about this.
This is cool.
Oh,
That is
okay.
awesome.
So, you know what? We're done because I copied everything twice
Oh.
by mistake.
Oops.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was
No,
like,
that's
this is
good.
gonna be a big
Okay,
bulletin
let's
board.
see. Oh. So we're looking right now, and like I say, the content is definitely part
Space
of
Facts
this
by Jupiter.
because we hadn't touched on the content yet either.
I'm really glad to see that they're including Pluto.
So
as a
you said
planet.
content, number
Yes,
4.
content, yeah, because Amy's showing that she has content knowledge in teaching science and the planets.
Okay.
And
Did you think 1, 2, or 3
yeah.
before we do that?
So learning,
development?
learner development. Yeah, learner development because each student was able to do what they could in their own way.
Well, wouldn't that be number 2? Because
Yeah,
that's
it would be.
differentiation.
But design development appropriate and challenging learning experiences. I would put a 1 on here. I'm going to suggest to put a 1 on here because Amy, my thought is that each student is working at their own potential or level. So I'm thinking maybe you did design just one, I don't want to say lesson, but activity. But if you went around and worked with students and supported them in their own level in that, we could use 1. And I know it's very close to learning differences, but just reflect on that, please. And then here comes learning differences, and that's where,
So are we writing 2?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll have to look at this a little bit more. I don't think this is collaborative learning. We're going to skip 3 on this one. You have
We already
content
did
knowledge 4. Innovative applications. Let's see what this one. The teacher understands how to connect concepts and use different perspectives to engage learners in critical, creative thinking and problem solving to authentic local and global issues. I'm going to venture, even though we're going to do a 5, I think we're going to venture into a 5 because we're talking about planets, we're talking about solar system.
Yeah.
I'm sure the conversations, I don't know, but you might have talked about how space affects life. And if you didn't, then it's not a 5. And if you did, we can vaguely connect it.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you do an assessment?
Assessment, I
think
don't see an
so.
assessment here, so we're going to say no. Planning for instruction, yeah, you had to plan because you instructed. Instructional strategies, you had to use some. So, I mean, some of them were pretty much,
Okay.
you taught it, you had, right?
Yeah.
You had to, yeah. And reflection and continuous growth, I don't quite see that, but collaboration, I think it was individual work. And technology, it looks like you must have done some kind of technology. I don't know how you did the plants, but if you didn't use technology to do the planets, then you can just take that off. Okay?
What's technology? 11.
Yes. So we are done, Amy, with your artifacts. And when I get back to work, I won't be there until Monday. I will PDF them again and get them to you, unless I do them at home, okay? So let's go maybe Heather, because Heather's got her binder right here. Let's do a little bit with yours.
Are we
okay.
sending this to her?
I was sending a video of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I'd like to do is maybe have her have a couple more examples,
Oh, okay.
okay?
I-
And so just
I have a few.
do a couple more. So
This
we're
is
going to
gonna
do
be such a
Heather's
big
right now,
file.
and the only reason we're letting this go free with you is so you can see what Heather's got for artifacts. It could be very same, could be very different, I don't know. But then we'll get an idea of what other people's artifacts will look like too. So let's do 3, and then we'll shut down the video.
I just want you to know this video is going to be like a really big file for you to send. It's already 1.5 gigabytes.
Is it? Yeah, I do this every week on my. I do it every week on my
Google your
courses.
Blackboard?
Yeah, I put them on FaceTime. Facebook.
YouTube.
YouTube. Thank you.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Some of
Thank you.
these I'm gonna skip just because. Well, I thought this one
Okay.
was just really cute, so
Yeah,
I just
sure.
printed it out
Yeah.
because it was a little love note. We made these to hang in the classroom. They were just.
Yes,
It was really.
adorable.
I'm just showing these
Yeah,
ones for fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's adorable. Okay, so just for a fun activity.
Yeah.
What were the directions?
We gave them a like white piece of paper that had like the outline of the snowman, the arms, the legs, that had all of that. And then we gave them a paper plate and told them to make a winter wonderland scene.
Oh.
And then I cut out the snowflakes and put them on the back.
Oh, I think that's adorable.
And then now they're hanging in the classroom.
Oh, and it looked like a paper plate that you bought at the store.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, no, but and this was on the paper plate when you bought it at the
Oh.
store. Then I realized it was
Sorry,
teacher
okay.
product, right?
Oh yeah. Well, no, this is one of the students.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, this is great. So you have instructional strategies,
Okay,
because
what is that?
right?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So I mean, if we're going to identify this, let's
Sure.
use it as an example.
Okay.
You had instructional strategies that you did. Learn. Each student was going to do it at their own ability.
Yes. Yeah.
So it was learning differentiation. So
That's-
2,
8.
8. Oh,
Instructional
instructional
Oh, what's
strategies.
that?
Sorry,
So
instructional
planning for
strategies.
instruction.
Okay. Well, we
two.
planned for that one.
Yeah.
Differentiation
Learning
is 2.
differences
Okay.
is 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, because we have
Wow.
some kids that have a hard time with like the motor skills.
Right.
So
Right.
we like sometimes I did the cutting for them, but they
Sure.
got to like do the gluing.
That's the learning differences,
Did
right?
you do the cutting for that one?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, this
Awesome.
one's the students. I
That's
didn't touch
cute.
it.
Right, so we're gonna go on to the next piece. We'll do 3 pieces, Amy, like I say, for you, so you can see somebody else's. And this is more your grade level, Heather, so.
So I made an all about me poster because we had 2 students that came in late.
Okay.
So the other students had already filled out like the standard one that
Oh,
we buy at the beginning of the school year. So
Mhm.
this is one of the ones that I made, and they
Wow,
got to bring it
good.
home. And then I'm gonna take a picture. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna take a picture with him when he gets to be the star of the week
good.
because he
Oh,
held it
that's
out and
good.
it was the cutest thing
That's
ever.
good.
And he came in and he was like, "Miss Heather, I finished it," and he like
Aw.
colored it in all pretty. And he goes, "Do you like it? I tried to make it pretty for
Yeah.
you." And I was like,
Aw, I remember that little one too.
Yeah.
I remember that
He's my
one.
little cutie.
Really good with him.
Yeah.
So then you've used, again, instructional strategies on this and learning differences, which a lot of the work you do is going to do that. But I think you
Learning
also did a,
differences.
go ahead. Yeah. Okay, learning differences is 2.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Instructional strategies, that's 8.
Instructional
Mhm.
strategies is 8, so let's try to get this down as we
Yes.
go. To me, you're reflecting.
Yeah.
Because you changed what you did before with
Mhm.
students, for these students.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure.
Well,
Does
and
that
I
make sense?
I made it more for like favorite things about themselves rather than because the ones at the beginning of the school year obviously were like summer related.
Oh, okay.
So
right,
they could tell
right.
us like about their
Okay.
summer and like what
Yeah.
they like to do then. But then I figured now like it's kind of hard
Okay.
to talk about the summer when it's
So I would
the
say
winter.
reflection as well.
Could it be learning environments because they're getting to know each other?
Yeah. Sure.
Learning,
Yep.
and you're learning about
Sounds
them
good.
too.
Yeah. 3. That's a good match. Excellent match. So that's a 3.
To encourage positive social interactions.
Yeah, they get to share these with
yeah.
the classmates.
Yeah.
They get to stand up
Yeah.
and they get to bring in pictures of themselves and they get to talk.
Yeah, so I'm going to review that. Would you mind, Michaela? We were just chatting about one of the standards, and there's such a match to it. Not only the artifact, but just the discussion, learning environment, and what it says here. But it was candidates encourage positive social interaction. So the information that's on these charts, students get to know each other, and they talk. So it's a good connection. Yeah. And we'll do one more.
So I'm actually gonna
Go ahead, do it.
because before this kind of goes first.
Yeah.
So at the beginning of the school year, we made our classroom shared vision. So the students came together and they thought of words that they feel are really important to them to have in the classroom. And then after we wrote down all the words, they then got to vote on which words they felt was really important to them. And then we came up, I think there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. The 8 top words.
Okay.
And then Miss Tierney then used the kid words and put it into the class vision, so how they were going to act for the whole entire year.
That's so cool.
Yep, and
Yeah.
then we still read this every day during calendar, and then the students get to pick one of the student words, and then they get to use this, which is the vision scale.
This is perfect. You have to have that in perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
so 1 is like you're not doing what you're supposed to, and then 4 is like you're on task.
Okay.
So it's a 1 through 4 scale.
Really do. Okay.
So those
Yeah,
kinda
this is
go
beautiful.
hand in
Yeah,
hand.
beautiful. And I
Yep.
like the way and so even though, and Amy, but the same with you, this was designed, well, Heather, you were in the classroom in September?
Yeah, I went in August.
Okay,
Mhm.
August. So Heather was there at the inception of this, but on the other hand, if Heather had gone in January only, she could still use this because this is being used every day with the students, and when she does her student teaching, she will be using it as well.
Mhm.
So, and that goes for anyone who has any standards, let's say, in the classroom or any rules in the classroom, whether they were created before, you will still be using them and maybe tweaking them a little bit when you're student teaching, or you were in the classroom when they were designed, or you
Mhm.
might even come up with a couple of your own. So,
Mhm.
yeah, those are very important to put in your perp.
Yeah.
Good.
I think so.
Okay,
you're welcome.
standards.
All right,
for
let's do
those.
this.
Okay. Gradual release of responsibility.
Okay.
Would it be learner development because they got to develop their skills as these things and they reflect back at this to make sure they're doing it right?
They
I
do
think
rate
so.
themselves every
Yeah.
day to see if they
Mhm.
followed all the rules that they, or not rules, their vision that they made. So yeah.
This is
Yep, yep,
Information
yep.
about children's growth and adjust instructional practices.
We were just discussing, Amy, whether one is good with this or not. And I think it's a good time to remember and share that the possible indicators candidates will on each one of the standards, those are only some of them. And that doesn't mean if there's 5 bullets on one standard, you have to cover all the bullets. If you see something that matches, then it matches the standard.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
And we just gleaned at least one out of there.
Okay.
Standard 1. Motor differences. I'm not going to lean to that one myself as
No.
much.
Learning environment. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They did do that one.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Content knowledge.
No.
No.
Sorry
Good,
about that.
No, it's
good,
okay.
good.
5. Innovate.
I know, isn't that
Yeah.
helpful?
Innovative applications of content.
It's
No.
not content, so it's not fun.
No.
Assessment.
We didn't really do a test.
I mean,
no.
You said they assess themselves every day, though, don't they?
Self-assessment.
Yeah.
Self-assessment?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, they rate themselves every day.
Definitely.
Planning for instruction. Instructional strategies. I mean, isn't that instructions on how to behave, though? Isn't that like part of the...
I kind of say to myself, to keep it simple, I look at instruction, I look at teaching strategies, and I say, I wasn't really teaching, I guess, or, the one prior to that, and then instruction, I'm like, I'm not really instructing. I kind of simplify it that way.
Mhm.
So if I use that, I'm not instructing. Let's say it would say candidates adapt instruction to meet the needs of an individual and groups of learners.
Gotcha.
So do you alter your instruction for that? Okay.
Mhm.
You don't really, your instruction doesn't have anything to do with this vision.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so I say no. That's kind of how I simplify it sometimes. If it works or not.
Okay, so let's not do that one.
Yeah.
Number 9, reflection and continuous growth.
Yep. Students reflect and grow.
Collaboration. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. They collaborated to make that, right?
Yes.
Number 11, no technology.
No, there's no technology on
And
that
to
one.
go back to that one there, reflection and growth, it says candidates will. And what I said, yeah, students reflect and grow. And I drew that back and said, well, actually, it's candidates.
Mhm.
So that means, do you reflect and grow from this? I think you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we're safe on that one. Okay, Amy, right, I'm gonna upload this as soon as I can. And obviously I'm not gonna hurry because you have other things going on. I'll upload it into YouTube and get it to you, okay? So,
We're gonna be on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
we're
probably
thinking
sees
of
us
you,
on
hon.
YouTube right now.
all right, we're thinking.
Bye.
All right,
Bye.
Take care of yourself. I say that in every single video of my grad program, take care of yourself.